Rivalries can push boundaries, but what happens when respect and competition meet on the court? The WNBA just got a lot more intense, thanks to two generational talents, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And recently, Reese dropped a jaw-dropping comment that got everyone buzzing. Let's dive into this story that blends competition, respect, and a little bit of playful shade. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have been the faces of their respective WNBA teams this season, the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever. Their college rivalry was electric, drawing millions of eyes and dominating headlines. Now, they've brought that same energy and intensity to the WNBA. But here's the twist. They've never publicly dissed each other. Sure, Reese has thrown in a few subtle jabs. It's what makes the game spicy, but it's always been served with a side of respect. The two of them represent a new era, and even with their competitive edge, there's a mutual acknowledgement that greatness recognizes greatness. On the latest episode of her podcast, Unapologetically Angel, Reese sat down with comedian Funny Marco. The conversation took an interesting turn when Marco asked Reese who she thought was the best three-point shooter in the league. Without missing a beat, Reese responded,
Let me see, who you feel like the best three-pointer shooter in the WNBA is?
Between Caitlin, Diana Taurasi.
Clark's name was placed alongside the giants of the WNBA. Diana Taurasi is often called the White Mamba for her relentless scoring, and Sabrina Ionescu was once the most hyped college player before Clark took that mantle. For Reese, putting Clark in this conversation wasn't just a casual comment, it was a signal of respect that's rarely seen among such fierce rivals. But here's the kicker. This wasn't just lip service. Caitlin Clark has been redefining the art of the long-range shot in the WNBA. In her rookie year, she drained 122 three-pointers, the most by any rookie in league history. That's not just impressive, it's game-changing. To give you some perspective, the next highest in the league was Arike Ogunbowale with 112 and Kelsey Plum with 110. Clark's consistency and range make her a nightmare for defenses, and her 34.4% shooting accuracy from beyond the arc put her ahead of even seasoned vets like Ionescu and Taurasi, who both shot 33.3%. So when Reese named her, she wasn't exaggerating. Clark is the real deal. But wait, there's more. Funny Marco, always ready to stir the pot, threw in his own opinion, naming Jewel Lloyd instead, and suggesting she should join the Sky and play alongside Reese. Reese's response? Classic. With a laugh, she quipped, "You're just a GM, you know it all."
Yeah, Sabrina, in between those three.
You didn't say her though. Jewel Lloyd. Joy was going crazy. She slowed down this season. I don't think she want to be there.
You're just a
She
GM,
wanna
you
come to
know it
Chicago.
all.
It was a lighthearted moment, but there's no denying the competitiveness in Reese's eyes. She knows how stacked the league is with shooting talent, and she isn't backing down. Rivalries like this do more than entertain. They elevate the league. Reese and Clark have become icons in their own right, bringing new fans and unprecedented attention to the WNBA. While some rivalries in sports can turn toxic, theirs has only strengthened their platforms. It's a testament to how intense competition and mutual respect can coexist and thrive. Speaking of intensity, Angel Reese isn't taking any of this lightly. Off the court, she's been grinding to expand her own game. Videos of Reese working on her three-point shot and extending her range have been making the rounds. It's clear that she doesn't just want to be known for dominating in the paint. She wants to be a threat from anywhere on the court. By giving Clark her due credit, Reese is also setting a high bar for herself. The message? I see you, but I'm coming for that top spot. And Reese's acknowledgement of Clark isn't just a nod to her talent. It's a signal that the future of the WNBA is bright. The league is evolving, and three-point shooting is at the forefront of that change. Players like Clark are setting new standards, and Reese, ever the competitor, knows she needs to keep up. It's a cycle that benefits the fans, the league, and the players themselves. When one star rises, others push harder to shine even brighter. But what does this all mean for the league? The impact of Clark's three-point dominance can't be overstated. She's not just hitting shots, she's changing how the game is played. Defenses have to stretch further, leaving more space for drives and cutting lanes. It's a ripple effect that transforms the dynamics of every game she plays in. And for Reese, acknowledging that isn't just sportsmanship, it's strategy. Knowing your competition means you can better prepare to beat them. Let's circle back to that moment on the podcast. For Reese to name Clark among the best three-point shooters, alongside legends and established stars, shows that she understands the power of this rivalry. It's not about tearing each other down, it's about lifting the league up. Clark and Reese are proof that fierce competitors can still respect each other, and that mutual respect only makes their battles on the court more compelling. So what's next for these two stars? Angel Reese is focused on expanding her game, and Caitlin Clark is laser focused on breaking even more records. Their rivalry will continue to shape the WNBA's future, bringing fans unforgettable moments and setting new standards for what it means to be great.